School is coming up, and I know everybody needs advice on school. And because I have a lot of subscribers that are around my age, I thought because, hey, I just graduated, why not give you guys some advice, tips, how to have a perfect high school 4 years, whether you're a upcoming freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, all of these apply to every grade. I'm giving you tips on how to survive high school. You're welcome. Number 1, be nice. I cannot stress this enough. Whether you know anybody or not, a simple smile will make somebody's day. Be nice to lunch ladies, cleaning crew, everybody you see, your administrators. Say hi if they're talking to you. Like, if your teachers are greeting you, saying good morning, you better answer back. I say good morning, how are you? Like, all of that to teachers that actually care. They want to see me succeed. And that's how you grow connections with your teacher, which is coming to my next point. To have good connections with your teachers and ask for help. Do not ask for help because you do not ask for help because you think your question is stupid, or you think it's a dumb question. No question is dumb in class, and most likely half of the time your question is being answered, and most of the time people are looking for that answer as well. So you're not the only one. Everybody else is just scared. You're just confident enough to ask the teacher. It's fine. Everybody's there to learn, and you're learning. Okay? Okay. Understand that you will be stressed, and it is not the end of the world. You will be stressed in high school. Let me say it again. You will be stressed in high school. It's normal. Everybody has days where they don't feel themselves, where they don't feel confident, whether they fail a test and they think it's the end of the world. It's not. You are not going to die if you fail a test. Now, I know some people, they're just scared of failure, and which is a different thing. Like, I know you can always cope with things like that. So all I'm gonna say is one bad day does not equal your entire life. Like, that's not your whole life over one failure or one bad day. Get out your comfort zone. Get out your comfort zone and talk to people. My freshman and sophomore year, I was so quiet, so to myself, maybe because of COVID, and it was like very weird for me. Even junior year, I was slowly getting there, but senior year was the year that I talked to literally everybody. Some of my friends would be like, oh my God, Ami, you're so popular. No, I just love, I think it's just a personality thing. Like, I love talking to people. I love talking. I love making friends. I love making people laugh, and that's who I am. It really just depends. You don't have to talk to everybody. Just find people that are just like you. Be active. Go to school events. Join clubs that you're interested in. Go to school events. My freshman and sophomore year, I managed the girls basketball team, and then my junior year, I managed the volleyball team. So it was an outlet for me to have friends outside of what else did I do? So I had friends in athletics and things like that. And I also did track for a little bit. I was managing just for a little bit. I was in theater as well. So I had theater friends, and then I had friends in athletics. And then in the clubs I joined, I was in HOSA, which is like a community service thing. And then you go on field trips. It's really a good club. I love HOSA. I loved HOSA so much. I had friends in Science National Honor Society and HOSA, National Honor Society, all these different clubs that I joined just to make friends and to learn more. In Science National Honor Society, I learned so much about the science of everything. I loved it. If I could do it again, I would. I wish I did it junior year because it was so exciting. Learning new things. You learn new things in your clubs that you might not learn in school. First impressions are everything. However you perceive yourself on social media and in class is what people are going to drag on. Because high school is a very messy place. It's very, very messy. However you post yourself and however you present yourself for first impressions to anybody, that's what they will know about you, whether it's good or bad. Normalize being alone, and you do not have to run in a crowd. This is so important because People struggle, especially in high school, people struggle with making friends, keeping friends, having a good circle. I remember freshman year it was very depressing for me. Like, it ended because of COVID. Like, spring break, I never came back. And then, like, sophomore year, I barely had friends. So, because it was kind of hard to adjust. But you have to find your people. You have to also learn to be alone. Like, it shows a lot about who you are. Like, how do you see yourself when you're alone? Like, do you know anything about yourself? Like, are you funny? Are you creative? What do you like to do? Like, find your outlet and explore more on it. I love theater. So I experienced and put myself out in theater. I did auditions, and I was in good shows. Like, it was just an amazing experience. You have to find your outlet though. Like, you have to put yourself out there in high school, and the same thing for the real world. High school prepares you for the real world, and people think like, "Oh, why am I learning this? I'll never know it in the real world." You will. It will come up. And then you'll be like, "Oh my god, I remember this in high school." Don't prioritize relationships before school. If you put a relationship, whether it's friendship, boyfriend, girlfriend, if you put them over your schoolwork, you getting stuff done, it won't work out. One cannot go over the other, and one cannot balance. Like, you can have a balance. I'm not saying that high school relationships don't work, because there are high school sweethearts and you know them since high school, and then you find your way back. There's things like that. So I feel like it's just, don't force the relationship to come to you. If you want a relationship, don't force it to come. But if it will come when it will come. God has a path for everybody and everything. So don't rush it. Like, don't rush and think like, "Oh my god, I need a relationship like right now in high school because I'm lonely and I see other people." No. I've never dated anybody. I never talked to anybody. I've never been in a relationship. I've never even had my first kiss. Like, you think I'm rushing all that? No, boo. Stay organized. Whether it's like you keep track of all your schoolwork on a planner. I used a planner all 4 years of high school, and it worked. It helped. It let me know like what I have coming up. Like, I remember like for my clubs, I had like a meeting every month or every 2 weeks. So I wrote it down. I also wrote down like tests coming up. Well, just stay organized. Know that your priorities for high school and your work comes first. Discipline yourself. Don't be on your phone all the time. I'm not saying like you can't be an addict, because I am. Like, I love being on my phone. I feel like genuinely, if you're on your phone all the time while your teacher is explaining stuff, I feel like that's very rude. It's not even just like a kiss ass thing. Like, it's just very rude, because then you're confused. You want to ask your teacher for help, and they tell you no. You get upset because you were on your phone. Get off your phone. Don't skip school and classes and be in the halls all the time and neglect studying. So with that, I just feel like, whatever personal things going on, you don't have to skip school all the time because, oh, I just don't want to go. What? But you want to graduate. Don't be in the hall skipping. If you're going to skip, just go home. Why are you skipping in the bathroom hitting that vape? If you want to go to a good school, whether it's Harvard, whether it's Yale, whether it's Princeton, whether it's Stanford, any private school, any top-notch school that got low acceptance rates, and you want to go, take a prep SAT test. Take it your sophomore year, take it the summer before your junior year, because I know juniors take they take the SATs around March. That way you get it in the mail, whatever. If you want to go to a good school, you better prep. I mean, it just depends on the person. Like, if you want to go to a good school, if you want to go out of state or something. I got like a bunch of like opportunities to go out of state, but I had to turn them down because, like, that tuition too high. If you can and you want to challenge yourself, take advanced classes, but don't challenge yourself and take them because your friends are taking them and you want to be on their level. Everybody's path is different. You don't have to take an advanced class. We had AP and DC. I regretted taking an AP class only because I didn't want to take a test at the end of the year and end up failing. And it's like I just wasted my time. Whereas in a dual credit class, all I had to do was take the class and just pass it. So it was just like I got my college credit and like it transferred and all that. Be confident and be yourself. No one is perfect and nobody is looking at you. Nobody is self-conscious about yourself than you already are. I mean, if somebody's talking about you, why do you care? Be a bad, like what? Like, I walked around school my junior year, I had a whole transformation, changed up my clothes, like did all that, and I was probably talked about. But I got most confidence in myself, in what I do and what I wear and what I say, that I didn't have to worry about what anybody had to say. Have friends around you that want to see you happy and succeed, because you're gonna need that, and you're gonna need them in your life. I cannot tell you the amount of friend trials I had to go through just to get like good friends that I have now, or like in high school. Like, y'all, I was friends with a lot of people that I barely talk to now, because like if you're shady towards me, I'm gonna know. I'm just saying, be more observant, know who you're hanging around. Like, don't just hang out with anybody, get to know them, have classes with them, like talk. Like, literally, I have this friend named, I'm not gonna say her name. We became friends this my senior year. She's always to herself. Like, she's like one of the prettiest girls I ever know. The prettiest girls I know. She's like so to herself. She's like very confident. Like, and I started hanging out with her like the end. Like, we hung out, like not hung out, but like we got to know each other more towards the end of the year, which was sad because it's like, but like I sat with her at lunch and I got to know her a lot more. Like, she's like one of the funniest and prettiest girls I've ever met. Like, so just have good people in your life. Like, they genuinely, being at that table, I laughed all the time. Gotten more friends like from other groups. Like, I did so much. Like, I wasn't in one specific friend group, which I struggled with in freshman and sophomore year. Like, I could not move away because I don't like being alone, but like I like other people's energy. It used to make me like be myself, if that makes sense. I fed off of other people's energy and like was more hype. And the last and final advice: please stop walking slow in the halls. That is so annoying. I cannot tell you how many times that I had places to be and people were in my way. Stop. Because people have places to be, and if they push you, don't get mad. I'm going to just try to stay calm. Like, I hate people that just stand in the halls and don't move. Like, that's fine. If you're not going to go to class, move out the way, though. Because I'm going to class. I'm trying to get that degree. With my high school, there was a cafeteria, and then there's the entrance of the school, and then in the middle of the foyer, like, there would just be people just standing there just doing absolutely nothing. Like, what are you doing? Like, I had places to be. So that's all the advice I have written down. I did this literally last night, and I was like, I just came back from watching the Barbie movie by myself. Y'all need to go watch it. It was so good. But if you guys need like more advice, if you need anything, just comment down below. I will be happy to answer the most blunt, the most realist way possible, because I understand that high school is a very like different change in life. Like, it really does prepare you for the real world. If anybody has any more questions, you can ask me in my DMs on Instagram or in the comments. I'll be happy to answer, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.